This meeting is being recorded.
Welcome to a brand new episode of the Post Game. I am your host, Davion, and I'm joined by my boy Oronde.
What's poppin'?
My boy Matt.
What's good?
And my boy Eli.
Yo.
Hey man, how we doing today?
It was a great day.
It's a great
day.
Good.
Waiting to get out of quarantine so I can go back to work.
Oh man,
I felt that. I just got back too.
I did too. So I guess it's just jumping around the podcast these days.
I guess I'm lucky, huh?
I guess so. Hey man, first week of the playoffs, man. Like how we feeling? How we feel after the wild card weekend?
Disappointment.
I was a little.
I'm honestly not surprised.
I'm not either.
I'm still happy that I was skeptical of my bracket.
Yeah, your bracket was terrible. We can talk about that real quick right now. Our brackets. I think me and
pulled a Freddie record.
I think me and Matt are perfect still.
100%.
I went straight for the memes. I wasn't even going to try to take it seriously since y'all were already established people.
Well, looks like it didn't work out for you, buddy.
It did not at all.
I lost 2 games.
You lost two? Who did you lose? Dallas and
Cardinals.
Arizona, right?
Yeah.
Cardinals. Why would you pick the
No.
Cardinals? Oh no.
I think I only lost.
I'm more shocked on the Dallas pick, honestly.
No, I don't think so. I disagree with that statement. I think that that Cardinals game was like coming into it was a 50-50. But anyway, let's jump into the first game of the day, man. Raiders and the Bengals. Talk to me.
Ref ball was terrible.
Yeah,
It was
I will
just real
say
bad.
the officiating was not the best. I think, is it Booger something? I don't know what his name is. They're not allowed to officiate a playoff game like for the rest of the season apparently because it was so bad. They were the guys that had the no call on the Saints too. So, but I mean, it was one bad touchdown. It was bad, don't get me wrong, but like the Bengals looked really, really, really good on offense. So I can't really blame it on the refs for their win.
No, they're thinning out at defensive line now.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I'm still not confident in them making it that far. Like, I still think they're going to lose next round. Because to me, they looked like I like the Bengals, but they looked a little overrated that game. Like, that game was a little too close, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think they took their foot off the pedal.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, no disrespect to the Raiders. Like, they've gone through so much. And they actually had a really close game and a near win. So, but what are you going to do?
Yeah. Very unlucky for them.
Listen, I think this game with the Bengals shows that even with a red hot Raiders team, the Bengals know what they needed to do, and they played good football. Yes, officiating was hot garbage in that game, but I don't know. I think that the Bengals that offense is just imperfect, just perfect right now.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like, let me look at the stats real quick.
They on all their drives, they only punted once.
I know. I mean, Burrow, 10 incompletions, 244, 2 TDs. Mixon was a little quiet. Chase,
Jamar Chase still.
116 yards, 9 catches.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord.
Yeah, he's still getting them yards. So.
I think it's going to be hard for any team right now to stop Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow.
I agree.
Yeah.
They're going to be a special duo, man.
They're unique. They're very unique.
Yeah, and like I just remember people talking trash about the them picking Jamar Chase at 5, and now look at him.
Exactly.
So,
Pretty much.
like,
Oh well, yeah. Not even one of their best. He is their best wide receiver on that team. So
and it's like, yeah, and they already had the connection from college. So it's like,
Mhm.
why is that a bad move?
right.
He even
Yeah.
when he got drafted, he even said, "I'm gonna break all the wide receiver records that they got up there."
Yep,
Yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm.
and he did.
I mean, because who do they play next week? They play the Tennessee
They played
Titans.
Tennessee.
They play Titans.
We'll wait to talk about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think Joe Burrow is completely proving himself. I mean, usually like a season after like a quarterback tears their ACL, that next season's not good. But Joe Burrow is arguably having an MVP season.
He fits up there when Brady came back from his ACL tear.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
exactly like that. And like they arguably could. I think they will make it to the AFC Championship game. But yeah, I just like this team a lot. They're deep. I mean, they're playing with a lot of heart. Their corners are their downfall at this point right now. Eli Apple is just getting cooked out there, just like got cooked in New Orleans. But I don't know. I think we'll have to see how that plays out against Tennessee. I mean, Tennessee has, yeah. We'll talk about that in a bit. But anything else in that game?
I don't think so.
No.
I guess for the Raiders, I'll say
Are they firing their coach?
they had a good season, man. They did. That's right. They did fire their GM.
Are they firing their coach?
Yeah, they fired your GM, but coach is still there.
Do we think
No.
he'll get fired?
I don't think they
Honestly,
should.
no.
No, he not.
Really?
He actually did pretty well. He did really well.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not saying he should be fired. I'm just very interested to hear why.
I think they will try to find a different head coach, but they'll probably keep him. I forgot his name. I'm blanking on it.
I honestly think that they should just. I mean, they're going to do their due diligence and at least interviewing people, but I don't think they're actively like trying to replace him. Obviously, the players play for him, but I just realized that Carr threw 54 times.
Yeah.
And Jacobs was under 100 yards rushing. So, I mean, take it for what it is. And Renfro had like 3 misses. I say misses.
It's weird
drops.
too, because like the Bengals don't really have that good of a run defense. So I don't know why they. I mean, they were down. Don't get me wrong, but it's like I don't know why you just abandoned it. I mean, he only had 13 carries, which is kind of nothing for him, in my opinion. But yeah,
I like their head coach. I think he's a very good players coach. I think he brings a culture to the Raiders that the Raiders is. I think they shouldn't fire him, and they should give him at least another season. But if he comes back next year and stinks it up, then of course you have to let him go. Yeah, man. But I think the Bengals are doing it right now. I think they're playing good football when it matters. And I think their only downfall would probably be their defense. I don't think the Raiders has a really high-powered offense. But to see, but I think next week will be a big test for the Bengals.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Next game we got, man, the Patriots and the Bills, an absolute blowout. Did we expect that coming to this game?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Why?
Coming from the resident Patriots fan, after he got blown out the first time, after he lost that first time, I was like, well, here we go. Could I have accepted, a closer game? Absolutely. But did I expect us to lose this bad? Also, yes. This was a prove-it game for Josh Allen and the Bills in general. Because if they lose to us here, all the progress that they made of running the AFC East and setting themselves up to be a contender each year, that would have been lost because they'd lose to their big brother in the playoffs again.
I mean, Josh Allen went 21 for 25, 308, 5
I
touchdowns.
was gonna say.
I mean, for all
That
the
might
people,
have been.
5 touchdowns.
I mean, for all the people who's absolutely like told him off about not being able to throw the football. He did throw the ball really well in 5-degree weather.
People
That
forget
makes
that
sense.
he came from a cold weather school, and he's
Mhm.
the prototype QB.
I mean, he knows what he's doing
Yeah.
to perfection almost.
Yeah.
That may have been
They
like
finally-
one of the greatest.
They finally
QB
played a
performances I've
balanced
ever seen.
game in what
Yeah.
I've been crucifying them all season, playing
Yeah.
balanced.
I mean, their defense showed up, their offense showed up. I think everything that they needed to happen happened in their favor. I think regardless of how good, how bad New England's offense is, I think this really showed.
So 2 things though. One, another bad start for the Patriots. We usually get off to a slow start to begin with. Typically, unless it's like a really bad team like the Jaguars, but that's besides the point. But our former GM Dante Scarnecchia, he said we need to get Mac Jones a binky, like a pacifier. Like there's no safety net like Julian Edelman was, or Amendola, or Welker for Tom Brady. He doesn't have a safety net. Well,
No, he
yeah,
doesn't.
Or is he the
doesn't.
threat?
He doesn't.
That's fair. I agree with that.
outside of Jacoby Myers, there's no number one wide receiver, and Jacoby's not even a number one.
No.
Most of the
Yeah.
passing touchdowns have went to Hunter Henry.
I do think he goes shopping for a receiver this offseason
Yeah, I was gonna
or
say,
two.
who could they get? Who knows?
You can
Devontae
have
Adams?
I haven't looked at.
Yeah.
Owens wants to
Yeah.
come play for Tampa.
Ooh,
who?
I don't know.
Devontae wants to go to Tampa?
No,
No,
it's
he
Terrell
doesn't.
Owens.
Oh yeah.
I think maybe they can trade for Michael Thomas if they want. I
You
wouldn't
don't want
mind
Slam Boy.
that. I
No.
don't want him.
As much
He'd be really
as
good for that offense.
as much as Belichick is good with bringing in, dramatic receivers and keeping them under control, I outside of Antonio Brown, he's just uncontrollable. But I personally wouldn't want Slant Boy.
I don't want him either.
I think he'd be really good with the Patriots, though.
I think he
low
would
key.
be really good in that system. I mean,
I guess,
he's really good at listening to very disciplined. Well,
Mm,
he's a drama queen in a way. I mean, he wants
is a
what he
drama
wants.
queen,
I mean,
but-
he wants what he wants, and if he doesn't have his way, then he's upset. And that's a lot of receivers these days. Hence Antonio Brown. But I think, like I was saying, like even with a well-coached, one of the best coaches of all time, and a relatively good defense coming into this game, Patriots team, Josh Allen and that offense just tore them apart with ease.
Yes.
With ease.
dude had a 12-second play. Like, what is up with that?
And so,
He was trying to. Was that the one when he threw it up in the corner of the end zone and he was
Mhm.
trying to throw it out of bounds? Yeah. That was ridiculous.
I knew it was a different game when I saw Singletary running the ball like that.
Yeah, that's true too. He's
yeah.
And he rarely runs the ball like that. So,
So
when he was running it,
before franchise tags and stuff, the top several receivers, the free agents for next season: Allen Robinson, Chris Godwin, Adams. I'm pretty sure he's going to return though. Will Fuller, Jamison Crowder, T.Y. Hilton, Juju, but he's going to return too. Sanders, AJ Green, Keelan Cole, Sammy Watkins as well. Though
there's only
the top 4 or
Godwin,
5 are about double-digit contracts,
Yeah.
though.
I mean, unless Packers lose
unless
this
they
week,
trade for someone.
Yeah,
But
I don't know.
Who knows?
We'll see. What is the Patriots missing?
Hmm?
What are the Patriots missing?
do you think?
James White.
You think so? That's it?
I mean, that's a glaring thing. Without James White, he went down and the offense fell flat on their face for 3 games.
Yeah.
But James White coming back would be nice. We have our 2 main running backs as well, Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson. But James White, bring in an actual true number 1 receiver, or someone that will catch the ball every time you target him. who can handle the slot and wide out.
Mhm.
I would love for us to give some draft capital to Vegas to bring in Hunter Renfro. Let us steal that prototype
no.
white boy from Vegas.
There's no
I
way
think the
that's
Raiders
happening.
like him too much, though.
Yeah,
but
I'm
I
saying
know.
there's no
I know.
way.
In a perfect world, I'd love to go for Hunter Renfro.
I mean, he's everything
That's an
that Bill
interesting one.
Belichick's wanted. I mean, Wells Walker, Julian Edelman. That's the prototype that Belichick likes.
By the way,
Mhm.
Amendola played well in Houston with General Mills.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I wouldn't say he played well. He played good. I mean, decent, I guess.
Relevant and decent.
Yeah. I don't know. Listen, I do like I like the Bills right now, man. They're hot, like very hot. I mean, coming off a win like that, you have to be in a certain mind frame. But this next
Do I trust the Bills to win though? Honestly, still no.
I do.
I do too.
If they keep
I think
coming
they're the
out hot
most-
like that, they can make it far.
This might be a hot take, but I think
I-
they're the most complete team right now.
I still don't trust them.
I agree, Matthew.
I don't
Because-
trust them.
I mean, because if you look at all the other teams besides the Bills, you look at Kansas City, Rams, Tampa Bay, 49ers, Green Bay, Bengals, Tennessee, there's always a question mark at a position or on your offense or your defense. With Tennessee, you have Derrick Henry is the big question mark, and Ryan Tannehill, he's a question mark as well. With Cincinnati, is their defense going to hold up to the high-powered offense? With the 49ers, are they going to show up for work?
Garoppolo, basically.
Yeah,
they're-
Garoppolo as well. With Green Bay, is their defense going to show up, or is Aaron Rodgers going to be Aaron Rodgers yet again? With the Rams, is Matthew Stafford going to mess up and fall on his face? But if number two, I would say as the most complete team would be probably the Rams. Tampa Bay, is their defense fully back healthy? I mean, he just blew out an Eagles team who wasn't good, yes, but at the same time, is that good, or is that just like that was bound to happen?
Yeah.
And in Kansas City, I mean, they started the season off pretty rocky. Do they still have that questionable rockiness with them? And so,
Mhm.
I mean, that's what you would have to look out for every team. But I do like the Bills right now. They are playing some good football.
I'll be the odd one out and say I don't trust them.
Why?
Okay.
So out of the AFC teams, who do you trust more? The Chiefs?
Sorry, I had the cough. Underrated, even though they're the number one seed, I'd still believe in the Titans and their ground and pound type of play.
Okay.
They've been more consistent even without King Henry.
Their defense is really good.
And I think he is
And
coming
they
back.
also beat the Bills in the regular season.
That's true.
Mhm.
That's true too as well.
That's true, but it did come down to literally the last play, so it's gonna be close if they end up playing each other.
I'll take
Again.
the tiebreaker.
Okay,
I believe the Titans beat the Chiefs and the Rams.
that's true.
Too, so
Wait, Oronde, you said if it came down to the Bills and Titans, you would take Titans?
Yeah,
Interesting.
I'll be the odd one out for that one.
You have a lot of faith in the Titans.
actually, you're not
I don't have a lot of faith in the Titans, actually. I don't have a lot of faith
You have
in
more-
anybody in the league. This has been a real unpredictable year for me.
For everybody, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick one, I would pick the Titans over the Bills.
What about the Chiefs over the Titans?
They let the Steelers score 21 points.
That wasn't trash.
That was
though.
downtime.
That was
though.
in
Yeah, I
trash
was about to say,
time.
that was
I don't
downtime.
want to hear. No,
Are
I
you
don't want to
serious?
hear it.
Okay,
What
I don't
do
wanna hear it.
you mean?
One of them was a scoop and score by TJ Watt in the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the rest, they literally didn't do anything.
I
Agreed.
forgot about the scoop and score.
It's pretty much
Okay.
14
Okay.
to 42.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot about the scoop and score. That's on me.
Wow.
I know about the scoop and score.
I mean, but still,
I didn't
21
give-
points?
It's the Steelers.
I guess. I don't know. I think no, I don't
It
feel that way.
it's
I
old
won't-
Ben.
I
It's
won't
old
base that
man
off-
Ben.
I won't base that off the Chiefs. That
No.
game.
I mean, Mahomes
I-
threw one. I mean, Mahomes threw a pick, and so that put them in a good field goal range for them to score.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, well,
I
actually,
mean, we'll
no.
definitely see this next game with the Bills and Chiefs.
Mhm.
That'll be probably the game of the week.
Bills and Chiefs always been like, okay, so
For the
for
past few
playoff
seasons,
wise,
yeah.
Chiefs been winning.
Yeah.
Regular season, the Bills won. So I don't know. I think Bills will win just because I feel like they the more better team in my eyes to me than the Chiefs. Well, they
gonna be a
defense.
tough
Let
one.
me say that they defense is better than the Chiefs. So
Yeah.
but I don't know.
We will
I don't know.
see.
Yeah, we will. But the next game, man, Tampa Bay and the Eagles.
Knew that game was gonna be over.
Like this was
Yeah,
just
that's-
garbage. If we're being
Sleeper.
real.
A lot of
Just-
blowouts.
Yeah.
A lot of blowouts
Sleeper.
this week.
Mm-hmm.
I would have preferred the Chargers over the Raiders for that Bengals game, by the way.
I would have
Hey,
preferred the
man.
Saints over the Eagles as well.
The Saints were too hurt for that.
No, they would have done better against Tampa Bay than the Eagles. did.
Too hurt.
What do you mean? We just beat
Too
Tampa Bay 2 weeks ago.
Hurt.
3 weeks ago.
Too hurt.
Whatever. Your team just got
I
blown
think
out.
it would have been
Your
a
team
better
got blown out.
matchup.
My
but
at least my
It
team
would've been
made
a-
it.
Your team
It
got
would've been
blown out.
At least
Look
my
at your-
team made it.
Look at your division. Look who
At
you
least my
played this
team made
season.
it.
We
Look
At
who
least
you
my
played
team
this
made it.
season.
not
At least
having
my
this.
team
We're not
made
Who did
it.
y'all
having
play
this.
this season?
We're not
At
having
least
this.
my
We're
team
not-
made it.
Y'all
We are
garbage.
not having
Y'all
this.
Trash.
We're not having this.
A trash.
What
team.
I would say is Saints would have put up a better game, but it would have been another disappointment for them. So
We beat Tampa Bay twice this season. What are you talking about?
But it's Brady.
just like y'all
it's
beat
Brady
them,
in the
y'all beat them
playoffs.
last
It is
year
Brady in the
too. And y'all lost in
playoffs.
playoffs. Exactly, it's playoffs at
It's
the end of the
whatever.
day.
It's a different
Whatever.
breed. Brady
Whatever.
literally goes like times 100 in the playoffs, and
All
we
right,
know
we'll
Exactly.
see. I mean, when they lose this week, we'll see, huh?
that'll be interesting. I
But
think they got it.
anyway, let's talk about this Eagles game. I've been asking this question on this podcast all week. I mean, all season. Is Jalen Hurts their quarterback?
They actually just confirmed they're bringing him back.
Oh.
They expect him to be the
That's fine.
starter for 2022.
Do y'all
Yeah.
think that's a good decision?
Yeah,
Even though he can't throw?
he can throw. It's just
We might bully him as a running back until he's good, like Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, good point.
So
I mean, if
we
you
can't.
do-
So we
if you
can't
do
blame his
look-
O line.
We can't
No.
blame his. We
Okay.
How do we?
What?
Whoa, let me talk.
I'm,
Whoa,
I'm
whoa,
blaming
whoa.
his.
Hold on. Let
I'm
me get
blaming
this
his
statement
receiving
out.
core.
Yeah, I would say that. That's one.
Mr. Rieger.
I said there's no way. Yeah. Oh, he's trash. But there's no way you can blame this O line. They have the best. They have the most yards running this season.
That's true.
With like 2,700 yards. So you can't say it was their O line. Their O line did their job this season. You have to blame it on Jalen Hurts. And their defense let them down drastically too. And like you said, Matt, their receiving core is bad.
Oh,
Besides
just-
Devontae Smith being the only bright side of their
Yeah,
receiving core, they really have nothing.
and he can't catch a break.
I mean, for Jalen
So-
Hurts to play running back and quarterback, what do you expect from him?
I expect him to
mean,
sit in the pocket
if
and
you
throw the ball
look-
right.
I mean,
look,
if you don't
they-
have a good receiving core, how can you sit in the pocket and throw?
I mean, there's a couple of times where he missed wide open men. That's how. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't miss wide open receivers for touchdowns in the playoffs.
I mean, Hurts and Lamar had very similar stats before they won the MVP. Not saying Jalen Hurts is going to win
Yeah.
the MVP, but you never know.
PFF before wild card weekend, PFF gave Philadelphia the 4th best ranked O line.
Yeah,
See? Yeah,
that's fair.
like I just said.
Again, he just doesn't have anyone to throw to, and then
Yeah.
the defense can be a little iffy. But I mean, and I think they'll be better next year because they got 3 first-round picks back to back to back. I think so. They're gonna be fine.
I would hope so. I would really hope so. I would hope they do good, man. Well, dude, I just want them to beat Dallas every season. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Speaking of Dallas, is it that time yet? It is
The next game.
the Dallas Cowboys, and the San Francisco 49ers. Dallas at home, taking an L. So I think we're gonna be on this game the longest. So why not start? Who wants to go?
I don't have too much to say.
I do. I got plenty.
I'll go first since I didn't watch the game.
Okay.
All I've got to say, one, this is kind of fitting considering how bad Mike McCarthy is at his time management skills.
He's terrible. Period.
Two,
yeah.
Why is the umpire that far back on the last play?
Get out of here! Don't even start
No,
that crap.
it's my turn. It's my time.
Go ahead.
Why is he 20 yards back? Why is he not moving out with the play? I'm not saying that Dak, shouldn't have scrambled or he shouldn't have time. By the way, it said 1 second on the play thing, but I digress.
Whatever.
Niners sleeper team. I underestimated them. I should have expected Cowboys to wet the bed. That is all. That is all I've got to say.
So,
actually, one more thing. Trent Williams with the picture of the season.
That was hilarious. I remember that.
So,
okay,
but I'm done.
First,
I'll go.
Well, I want to comment on his.
I do too.
Okay, so you can go, and so if you don't say what I like, then I'll comment on what you said.
So, here's my thing. Yes, you can argue the umpire screwed the Cowboys. First of all,
don't even.
No.
Don't give him that, Matt.
Let me talk. I'm not saying it's the umpire's fault. First of all, this is a normal dude.
Yep.
He is not an athlete.
This is a part-time
job.
Dak Prescott. This is part-time job.
He's not going to be running as fast as Dak Prescott to get to the ball.
Yeah.
First of all, Dak should not have just put the ball down like that. He should have given it to the official. That's what you're supposed to do. So that's one. He messed up.
He has to touch the ball.
Two, Dak, I think, had a 20 QBR.
Not something good, something not good. I mean, he was terrible through the first 3 quarters.
They shouldn't have even been in that position.
Nope. Exactly.
If Dak just played well. They put up 7 points in 3 quarters. 7 points in 3 quarters. You are the best offense in the league. Arguably.
Yeah.
You put up 7 points against a very, very underrated Niners team who I still have respect for and people have been sleeping on all year.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I'm going to their defense now. 14 penalties.
Over 100 yards.
That is the definition of unprofessional and just downright disrespectful and just terrible coaching there. Because there's no possible way a team that good should have that many penalties every game. They were the most penalized team throughout the whole year. There's no discipline and just no respect. So I'm blaming it mainly on Mike McCarthy and then Dak. I'm taking Dak second for the blame, but that was a terrible, terrible game coached.
I want to interject real quick with a stat line. He got sacked 5 times with 40 yards lost in the game. I just wanted to put that out there. All right, you go ahead.
Because they exposed their guard, Caleb Williams or whatever.
So I think everything Matt said was on point with what I'm about to say. I think for Dallas to come into this game and to be ranked one of the best offenses and defenses in the league, for them to put up 7 points, like Matt said, in 3 quarters, for them to allow 16 points in the first half is pathetic. I think that team did not come to play football. I think that team, and this is, like Matt just said, this is something that starts with coaching. If your team doesn't wake up for games, that's coaching. If your team gives away 14 penalties, that's coaching. If your clock manager is bad, that's coaching. I don't think it's the referee fault at all. I give him 0. I give him no problem at all. But for you to be in this position going into it, I mean, I'm sorry that Dak can only play football good in the 4th quarter, but you can't blame. There's no way you blame anybody but themselves. I mean, Jerry Jones even came out and said, I don't blame the referee. He said we shouldn't have been in that position anyway. But for I don't know for these Dallas fans and for people to come out and say that this 60, 70-year-old man should be up on the play at all times is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
By the way, I just want to say I didn't want him up on the play, but he shouldn't have been 20 yards back. At least 10. At the most,
what
10.
do you? I mean,
that's how far he should be back.
A quarterback takes off, and honestly, I haven't re-looked at the play because that's just not what I want to do. But if a quarterback if a quarterback just takes off, you expect the ref to be. Oh no! If it's any other team, if it's any other week, that referee's gonna probably be in the same exact place.
I think they're just expecting the ref to be Usain Bolt.
Yeah,
they're
not. No, that's crap. That's
saying,
crap, and you know it. I mean, y'all are expecting this referee to be in the play.
I'm saying he just was a little far back than normal. That's all I'm saying. I'm
Whatever.
not trying to argue that it's his fault. Like I don't give two butts about this game at all. Okay. I'm just saying it's just a little far back than usual. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to get up in arms about the outcome of this game. It does not affect me in any form, shape, or way other than me getting it wrong. But that's not important. For the umpire, he was just a little far back. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he should be attached to Dakota at the hip. He was just a little far back.
I mean, talk about Dallas. We have to talk about the better team today, the 49ers. They came out. They had a game plan. They played good football. They marked all checks. I mean, they checked all the boxes of playing good football. I mean, Elijah Mitchell. Played well. I mean, 27 carries, 96 yards, 1 touchdown.
Another
Deebo
pedestrian
Samuel,
game
10.
from Garoppolo.
Yeah.
I mean, he did
his job. Exactly.
They're a very run-heavy team, anyways.
Yep.
And it worked perfectly. So
if Jimmy G wants to be a Saint next season, he can for sure be a Saint next season. I don't mind him.
I mean, Dallas couldn't stop it, so
no.
Dallas they didn't show up for work. That's what happened. And Zeke is done.
It reminded me of another Denver's game when I was watching it too. How they were just running through Cowboys. I was like, oh Lord, it's gonna be one of those games for Cowboys. Can't stop the run.
Does Mike McCarthy come back?
No,
they bring him back.
They bringing him back, but I feel like
they made the playoffs.
In that division, you're expected to make.
I don't like Mike just because he was on the Packers. So I understand Cowboys' feelings.
I think Mike's just real bad at time management. Otherwise, he's a decent.
That's his
coach.
thing. That's his whole problem.
His time management is terrible, and he makes poor decisions when it's fourth quarter. A 10-year-old
playing Madden has better clock management than that dude. I swear.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
I don't like his decision making too when it's close games or fourth quarters. He falls under pressure.
Why do you run a QB draw with no timeouts, 14 seconds left in the game? There were so many other plays you could have attempted, and you would have had at least 5 seconds left.
Why didn't he do a ladder play today outside?
That's what I thought. I thought he was going to do something like that, or just a simple check down, and just have CeeDee Lamb run as fast as possible up the field and get out of bounds.
I mean, if we're talking about referee play, on that third and 9 or whatever it was, where San Francisco, I think this is the first quarter, where San Francisco it ended up being a fourth and 2 inches. That play, I watched that because I watched the whole game. That should have been first down Niners. I mean, referees, we can't say this game was rigged off because they gave them chance after chance to win the game. They did. Yeah. And so so the idea that not saying Oronde, you said this, but what I've been hearing just on Twitter and Instagram and everywhere is that the referees had their pockets played for this game. That's crap, and we know it. Jerry Jones is the richest. The Cowboys is the richest team in the world.
NFL team, yeah.
So it's there's no way that you can sit here and say that. But
I will say one more thing.
I have something to say too.
Kudos to that 49ers D line.
Mhm.
They
I
literally
missed it.
rush.
Yep.
They rush maybe four people every time and
No,
got
it's
5
four.
sacks.
They were four every time. Four every time.
They blitzed, I think, once.
I mean, that
That's
shows how
ridiculous.
good your defensive alignment is.
Their defensive line is scary, underrated.
Oronde, do you? Oh, keep
Go
going.
ahead. No, go.
Oronde, do you still have that O-line stats pulled up?
Dallas has to be top
Because I was
5.
about to say, what's Dallas?
Top 5.
Dallas
Has to be
was,
at
I
least
know
2.
Dallas got to be top 5, but they wasn't looking
hold on,
like
let me
it.
pull it up again. Give me 1 second.
Dallas been having one of the best O-lines for a minute, so.
Yeah.
Let me look.
Going
think
back
New
to the
Orleans is
final
top
O-line
3.
rankings once it loads, because PFF has really bloated websites.
But why he finds that, yes, Matt, that's one of the things I would say as well is that, like, they rushed 4, but it looked like they were rushing 6. Like, they played such good football. This team played good football. And
They
so
did.
I'm excited for next week.
And I'm starting to see Elliott's a bomb. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Who?
Elliott. Zeke. I've been trying my hardest
Dallas was
to have
first.
his back. Oh my God.
Dallas
Anyway,
where's New
that's
Orleans?
no way they
Tyron
first.
Say that
Fisk,
again. Say that
91.
again.
Dallas had the number 1 ranked O-line at the end of the season, regular
Oh, my
season.
God. They ain't look
Left tackle, Tyron Smith, 91.9.
Where's the
Connor
Saints?
Williams, 76.4. Their center,
Yeah.
64.8. Right guard, Zach Martin, which he is pretty
Yeah.
great, 94.2. And Lyle Collins, 84.0.
Where's the Saints?
San
at?
Fran was third, by the way. I just wanted to let y'all know.
About Nola.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that. That's actually
Or-
Scrolling for the Saints.
Damn. Excuse me.
Saints 18th.
What's
Are you serious?
Packers? I know we not good.
Are you serious?
Saints
No,
were
Packers are
18th.
always the top.
Packers were 14th.
We're
Ooh.
18th? There's no way we're 18th.
Packers did not have Bakhtiari though for the end of the
Yeah, we
season,
didn't.
so that dropped them a bit.
Yeah, we didn't.
Who else?
He's back though.
Who
Our
else is
O-line
of
was
note?
our O-line were banged up all week. I mean all season.
Just for reference, New England was 9th at the end of the season.
That didn't look like it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, man, listen, I think Dallas is just I don't know what it is. I don't. I mean, they're gonna have to start paying because they have really good young talent. They're gonna have to start paying these kids here soon. They're gonna be losing a couple of them because I mean Dallas.
I think what it is with Dallas is they're so overhyped.
Uh-huh.
They get too much hype and they expect so much out of them, and it's just not true. So like there needs to be a season when Dallas fans need to be like disappointed.
I was about to
So
say
next
it's
season-
Dallas fans, really, not people.
No,
So,
they're still gonna think they're the best
on
team
topic
in the
of
league. They do
paying
this every
people,
year.
On topic of paying people, with an average age of 26 years young, as of right now, with all the signings, which is 52 people on the active or that cost them money for this season, they're in the hole right now, 21 million and 30th in cap salary.
And they paid Dak $70 million,
Oof.
Yeah.
Gonna be in.
and he's playing like a
Dak-
4th rounder.
Cap hit is $34 million, which is 16% of their cap space, with a dead cap of 77 million in total.
Is he their highest contract?
Yes,
Yeah.
DeMarcus Lawrence is second behind him with 27 million at a 12% cap hit.
That's bad.
Base salary 19 million with a $5 million signing bonus and a restructured bonus of 3 million. Dead cap
Man.
19 million.
That defense played so bad yesterday. I mean,
Randy Gregory needs to get cut.
The
They played
next
so
highest defensive player is Anthony Brown, cornerback, $6.5 million cap hit.
No. Oh no.
They're gonna be in the mud.
He's not even good.
It's gonna be bad for Dallas.
It's Brown and then Jordan Lewis and then Micah Parsons is the 4th highest paid defensive person on the.
I mean, they got what 2, 3 max seasons of this fairy tale. Maybe 3 seasons, maybe 2 seasons before they're gonna want to get paid.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons' contract is only 4 years, $17 million, fully guaranteed.
Well, he's a rookie,
He's
so
a rookie. That's
Yeah,
a rookie deal.
rookie deal, but still.
he'll get paid.
Oh no, he'll get
when
paid
that time comes.
something. Probably if he plays like he played all season for the next couple seasons, he'll probably be one of the highest paid linebackers in the league, easily.
Yeah,
easily. But
That's ridiculous.
moving on to the next game, Steelers and the Chiefs. I turned this off at the end of the first quarter.
I turned it off second quarter.
I'm
I guess I'm the only one that watched it.
When I saw 21-7, I said, "Yeah, I'm done."
not even that. I saw that first quarter.
What day? When was that game? Was it Sunday night or Monday night?
It was
Sunday
Sunday,
night.
it was a Sunday
Yeah,
night.
no, I wouldn't have watched it to begin with.
Let me tell y'all the first quarter. So let me tell y'all what happened in the first quarter. Punt, interception,
Literally.
punt. And so I was like, yeah, I'm not watching this. There's just no way I'm watching this.
Was that
So-
all Pittsburgh?
So this is what
or
I
was
saw.
that-
No, it
Davion
went
got
back
his-
and forth.
look,
It was
Davion got his out the
Steelers.
way.
Well, that's
No,
right.
no, wait. It was Steelers that punted, then the Chiefs punted, then the Steelers punted, then the Chiefs punted, then the Steelers punted, then the Chiefs threw a pick, and then Steelers punted again, and then the Chiefs punted again.
In total, it was 11 punts.
It was
So,
the whole game or that quarter.
No, the whole game it was 11 punts in total.
Oh, bro, it was
Steelers,
so bad.
Steelers punted 7 times and Chiefs punted 4.
Man,
so,
TJ
this is
Watt's
what I saw.
scary.
This
TJ
is
Watt's
what I
like
saw
defender of the year,
second
right?
quarter.
Go on then.
Defense player of the year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think he is.
he has to have it.
So second quarter,
If-
Chiefs it was a punt again. Chiefs got the ball. When Chiefs got the ball, Pat threw that
TJ
pick.
Watt got the scoop
TJ
and
got
score,
it
right?
and scored. So I'm like, okay, cool. All right, this game interesting now. Let me watch. Literally, soon as they got the ball back, touchdown. I said, okay, all right, and keep watching. Steelers punted again. They got the ball, touchdown. I said, all right, let me look. Oh, by the way, Brian Pingle did a good job with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
He played good.
He's played well for them at the end of the season.
And then Steelers got the ball again. I'm like, all right, let me see what Steelers going to do. Another punt. Got the ball. Travis Kelce, touchdown. I said, yeah, I'm turning this off.
There was nothing but touchdowns to end the game. That's crazy.
Yeah.
From the
know.
second quarter on is straight touchdowns.
No,
It was back-to-back on Chiefs. I said, yeah, I'm not going to watch this. I already know what type of game this is.
It's crazy to think how many high-powered players that this Chiefs team has, man. Like, they're gonna have to play the Bills this week, and we're about to talk about these games, but it's gonna be a very, very, very interesting week.
I didn't even
wanna-
know Pat had
I
400 yards.
might send Ben's passing chart to the group chat because he threw 29 passes for 215 yards. This is gonna be atrocious.
Oh yeah, I'm looking right at it.
Yeah, I'm seeing it too.
Like,
Does that
like,
passing chart show like the average
Where?
amount of yards thrown? Or
Passing
something?
chart shows where the pass was either thrown or caught or incompleted
Oof, it's gonna be a whole lot
from the
of,
line of scrimmage.
it's gonna be a
Oh,
whole
this
bunch
finna-
of 5
this
yards
finna be
out,
bad.
isn't it?
Yeah. I forgot Juju even played. He didn't. That's how
Who?
he didn't show up.
Juju dropped it 2 or 3 times, I think.
Who?
Juju dropped it twice.
Juju Smith.
No, I'm kidding. I was being a
He was being a meanie.
Yeah, I was being a meanie. Nah, listen.
Ben threw the ball to him 7 times. He dropped it twice.
I don't know, man.
5 yards, 5 receptions, 8 targets, 26 yards, longest of 7.
Wow. So he got.
Wait, that was the longest pass, or
Longest pass
Wait.
for Juju. Longest
Oh,
caught
you
pass for
scared me.
Juju.
With 7 yards.
what? What was Big Ben's longest throw?
Let me get
His
back to it.
longest was 22 yards.
Wow.
Bruh. Oh my
He dinking and dacking, isn't he?
dude. Well, nice
Well,
little
he's-
send off.
I'm about to say he's done now, so it's not
He
really
should've
much
just-
to talk about.
I ain't gonna lie.
He should have
he's-
retired last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he should have retired.
He went out like Eli.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one.
That's
a
so
good
funny.
one. What I was
Big
about to say,
Eli.
who made Steelers come to the Colts. See, Colts making Ben look bad. You should just let him retire when he
Let that
won.
man, go home, man. Let that
Exactly,
man go
Colts.
home.
Y'all did him dirty. Had that man in the playoffs. He didn't want to be there probably.
He did it. He literally said last week, though, I don't think we're gonna win this, but let's go out and have some fun, I guess.
I
Oh.
found it.
Like what?
I also heard for the Steelers,
Check group chat.
it sounds like Mason Rudolph is going to be the starter.
Huh?
Helmet
Yeah.
boy.
He's going to be the starter for next year.
He must.
That's what they said.
I think
Oh God.
Tomlin really likes somebody coming out next year. Then Bryce Young, maybe.
I wouldn't be surprised if they draft someone, but Mason Rudolph's going to be the starter. So
All right.
Yeah,
I
a lot
sent
of
his
complete
passing
short
chart.
passes.
Yep. It's beautiful. It's a work of art, if you ask me. Someone put that on a frame.
I think I think he likes I would say I think he must like somebody coming out next year. If he's gonna start Mason Rudolph trash.
We already talked about the QBs coming next year. There's nobody good enough to
I'm about to
start
say
for
no good
Tomlin.
QBs.
I mean, don't look
Yeah.
at, I mean, it must be a difference.
Why not wait for CJ Stroud, you know?
Yeah, or
I'm
Bryce
saying,
Bryce Young.
Yeah.
I don't like the kid either. Well, let me rephrase that. That sounded harsh, and I'm not
That
being
sounded
harsh.
real mean.
Yeah, no,
dude.
I take that back. I wouldn't say I don't like him, but I think what Alabama does, and we're gonna talk about college football real quick. So what Alabama does, they breed really good quarterbacks that works in that scheme, that deep bomb, really high-powered defense scheme. And so if a team doesn't have that, then that's obviously flaws for them in the NFL. But irrelevant. Moving on. Cardinals and the Rams.
Oh, this game here.
I had a question. Wait, no, I got a question. Does this show how good the Rams are or how bad the Cardinals are?
How bad the
been
Cardinals
dead
was, how I
since week
said they wasn't going to
14.
make it far, and you the only one that kept thinking they was.
I mean, I didn't guess Rams yesterday. I mean, last
You
week.
did. You guessed Rams,
Yeah.
but you did say
All right.
you haven't winning
Cardinals.
the Super
You
Bowl.
did say Cardinals. You kept talking about them in the regular season.
I got the Rams winning the Super Bowl.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
didn't
do.
say that?
I'm
Yeah,
on
you do.
drugs. I was smoking something.
No, he said Bills, but he said Rams was going to beat the Packers in conference and make
Oh,
it
say that.
Bills.
My
And said Bills was gonna win.
apologies.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. So going off of this game, Cardinals went down 21-0. They play. I mean,
I watched this game, so yeah.
I did it. So let me go first.
I'll start that second.
I think
Okay.
Kyler played his worst game I've ever seen him play.
Terrible.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think their offensive line is so bad. Where do they rank at?
Yeah, we're all
I still have it pulled up. Give me a second. Let me scroll and find him.
I mean, they were also playing like one of the best D lines in the league.
Yeah, for sure. 100%
So
agree.
you can't
I ain't gonna lie. Aaron Donald be
Mm.
scaring people. I see.
Oh,
It was a
Aaron
couple
Donald
times
choked
Aaron Donald
somebody.
got free in college.
He did choke
Cardinals-
somebody. Did he get tossed for that?
No, only
No.
a personal foul. Cardinals were
Yeah.
ranked 15th, one below the
Interesting.
Packers.
no.
Run block. Here's the synopsis for it. Run blocking has been a problem for Arizona all season, and the success they have had on the ground is due to a large part of their offensive line splits and the performance of James Conner. Pass protection has been better, though. Ronnie Hudson is the center of improved overall cohesion of the group, even if his 60.3 PFF grade is the lowest of the impressive career. He allowed 4 pressures and 12 starts, and that's really it.
I have a question.
Go on,
Do
then.
y'all think if AJ Green and D Hop was there, would it be a different game?
Yes.
100%.
Well, I mean,
I
that's
think
that's
on top
easy
of
one.
What's your best
on
player?
top of Kingsbury's
D-Hop.
meltdowns at the end of the season, even when he had Mahomes at Texas Tech, it was even worse then than he is in the NFL.
Yeah.
It's a lack of them changing their schemes after teams figure it out.
Yeah.
On top of the fact that they're missing their playmakers. Kyler was not interested. Kyler was not in it to win it.
Yeah.
I mean, so I've been go ahead.
I think that he just wanted to get the season over with, to be honest.
So I've been very
Mhm.
on like the Cardinals for being a good team all season. I've been very modest and nice to Cliff Kingsbury, but I think like you just said, like he, I think this game really opened my eyes to see how bad they actually were. Like they just couldn't get anything going at all. They couldn't get anything going. They had OBJ throwing a 40-yard bomb to Cam Akers. What?
Yep.
Yeah,
Like-
that was kind of wild. I ain't gonna lie.
Shout out Cam Akers' doctor.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's incredible.
and he played well too.
Odell played good again.
Off a
Got
torn
anything to say?
Achilles.
Davion.
So I will say a couple things real quick about Odell Beckham Jr. I didn't think he was a problem in Cleveland, so don't. So that's one thing.
Okay. Mhm.
Um,
I'm listening.
right now he, it's hard for me to say
You're not
nice
getting
things
to the
about that
point
man.
where I want to hear.
Let
I wanna
me
hear something
finish.
else.
Let me finish talking. I think he is. So right now he's ranked the best receiver in the playoffs. I think he is playing phenomenally. I think he's playing really good football. And I think we'll just have to see what happens.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying that he's not talented. What my problem is his attitude, and like we just said about receivers in this league.
His
I
dad is
mean,
the
you
best
see
GM
why
in
he
the
had an
league.
attitude. You see why he had an attitude when he was with the Browns.
But what about when we were with the Giants? I mean, he can.
I mean,
tear
the
up.
Giants.
No,
I mean,
He
no,
competed
stop.
when he was in the
Stop.
Giants.
He can tear up a locker room as fast as he can help one. So let's not sit here and give the notion that
His dad's the
there's
best
nothing-
GM in the league.
Let's not get here. Let's not get the notion that he's not a problem, because yes, he could be a really good receiver, but whenever things like he's playing good football now, but there's no way that we're gonna sit here and act like he was never a problem, like ever at all.
he
We're
could've
We're
been
not saying that.
I mean,
Either.
that's what it sounds like. I mean, okay.
We're
I'm not
not
saying
talking
that.
about the past though. This is right now.
I said that he's playing good football right now.
Yeah, but in the past, you was
But he
trashing.
just said we're not talking about the past. Yes or no? Are we going to talk about the past?
We're not talking about his past. He was talking about you talking
trash.
trash.
on him.
What are
Dog,
we
he
going
was
to do? Are
talking
we going to
trash
talk
on
about
him.
the past, or we're going to talk about the future, or now?
He just wanted to call you out. I was talking about the now.
Whatever.
I know what he's on. He's just hating.
Oh, I'm not hating. It's
He's a
not
hater.
about hating.
He is a hater.
It's just the simple fact that you trash Odell
I did.
pretty much this whole season,
Yep.
and look what he's doing. He's producing.
But he wasn't the problem. We know this.
Baker midfield.
Baker was the problem.
Oh, speaking of Baker, I a quote that I heard from him this past week. Baker Mayfield came out and said that if the Browns don't get him help in play calling, that he wants to leave. I said, what? Who's going to
And
pick
play
you up?
calling or help in play calling?
And play calling.
In play calling?
Yeah, so like coaching wise, I guess.
kind of agree with that, but he's also been hurt most of the season, so I can't even give
But
him the
that man's
benefit of the doubt.
trash.
And it's his
Trash.
fault as well.
He's not the
so you
worst
can't
QB.
blame-
At
He
least
is.
he's not the worst.
No, it's his
Who,
fault.
bro? He's literally not the worst QB in the league.
No, he's
He's
not,
not.
but he's
Don't-
pretty damn
He's not
bad.
the worst in the
I-
league, but
I was saying in the league, and you were so snappy with it.
I was. It was fun to say it that fast, and not have to think
So-
about it.
Being mean, I need you to stop watching the progressive commercials. I mean,
Man, he's-
not,
What is it? Who is it?
It's
it's not
progressive.
progressive. It is a progressive.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Is it? For
no, I thought it was
yes.
State Farm.
No,
I thought it
it's
was State
not.
Farm.
No, State
No, he's
Farm's
not
with
State Farm.
Rodgers and
State-
Mahomes. Why are we
yeah.
talking about this?
I brought up the commercials because people get mad about it. It's
I'm gonna look
progressive.
it up.
It's
But I don't know
progressive.
which one.
I don't think
progressive.
It's progressive. It's just
It is.
Baker
It's
like
progressive.
staying
Yeah,
at the
it's
Brown Stadium for like
Yeah.
Baker
Yeah.
at home.
It's
It's progressive.
insurance. It's insurance. Yes. All right. Irrelevant. I
You're
think
welcome.
was that the last game? Yeah, that was the last game.
Wait, can I give my 2-piece on it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Come on then. Go ahead.
I'll admit I didn't watch this game. I was busy. But Stafford looked pretty damn good, and again, I think it's gonna be on him for the rest of the season.
Mhm.
So I think if he plays one bad game, then they're done.
Well, obviously.
I think their
Oh
run
yeah,
game
I know.
is
I'm just
carrying.
saying it again.
Sonny Michelle did pretty well too.
Yeah,
And I'm happy that he's doing well outside of New England because massholes were bullying this man when he was in New England.
I'm very
Yeah,
happy
that's
he
right.
is playing good football there as well. I remember when they got him. I was like, I hope he starts producing. And then Dean Henderson went off for a little while, and then he didn't really play much. But now he's playing good football, so good for him.
Yeah.
Ironically, his best game was against them. Now he's playing for them.
What do y'all think the Cardinals will do now in the offseason?
I don't know.
I think they're gonna shuffle more linemen like the Chiefs did, and hopefully they get a good line like the Chiefs
I
did.
have a hot take. I think they'll fire Kingsbury.
Oh, I don't think he's in a hot seat
What?
unless he's doing some behind the scenes stuff like Brian Flores, which I have information on that too.
I want to hear that. Conspiracy.
We'll get to that.
I do want to hear that though. We're talking about Kingsbury. What? Fire him? Really?
I mean,
Why?
these past couple
And
years,
he needs one more.
You just don't like him already.
He's shown that he's not a good coach.
Yes.
He's
But
not
I think
consistent.
I say he's a good coach. He just needs to finish the season.
Yeah, he just
But he
gasses
also
out at the end.
so. What they started at 3-11 his first season, 8-8 his second season, 13-3 last season, and now 11-6 this season.
Mm-hmm.
they want postseason. At least they're not like expecting postseason like Mr. Tepper. If it was David
Yeah,
Tepper
that's
out
true.
in
Yeah.
Arizona, he'd be gone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
I don't really have anything else for that game. No.
I don't know why I didn't
Other-
say
I don't
anything.
either.
I just sat here in silence. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Shout out Stafford for having a good game for his postseason
Yeah.
win.
Yes.
Yeah.
We love to
Good
see
for
it.
them.
Mm-hmm.
I've been saying free Stafford for the past 5 years, and I'm glad he's doing it.
Now he's finally freed and he's playing good football. So, first game of the divisional playoffs. I'm very excited to talk about this because I think this is where we're gonna start dividing on our opinions and picks. The Tennessee Titans play the Cincinnati Bengals. Talk to me.
Let me look at my bracket.
Somebody wanna
Titans,
talk to me?
Bengals.
My bracket, I picked Tennessee.
I
chose Tennessee too. So
I'm still riding on Cincinnati, dog.
I am as well.
I'm not.
I'm not either.
King Henry makes his gracious return back to the kingdom, but it's Joe Brr time, dog. I'm sorry. I've been a fan of this man since he left Ohio State. He's playing with that chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, he is. Man, listen, I think the only way Tennessee, what's that team called? Cincinnati loses is if Tennessee's defense shows up and shows out. That's the only way. But I think any other way, I think Joe Burrow, that offense is too good and is playing too good of football right now to lose right now. I think Tennessee is the one that's in a hot. And right now it's either I think Tennessee's in a hot seat and Cincinnati is just like the story that everybody wants to hear.
Yep.
I was listening
That's
to Rich Eisen earlier today. I think it was posted yesterday, but he was like, the Super Bowl that no one wants to watch would be Cincy Niners. Like, of course, you'd like to see them get there, but
Yeah.
it'd be the bowl that nobody wanted.
But you'll see a whole bunch of like airing it out when it comes to the ball on offense.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm gonna go back to what you said, Davion. I think whoever has the better defense is gonna win the game. But
Yeah.
I think
Tennessee Titans.
Tennessee. I think with Derrick Henry back, I think Tennessee is a better offense.
Mm-hmm.
I
Agreed.
think
So-
Cincy forces them into a shootout, and Tennessee won't be able to
Yeah.
hang.
I completely agree with that. statement.
I think it'll be very close though.
Yeah.
The hold on, I can pull up the odds too because I was looking at that the other day. But I'm actually confident in this, unlike the rest of my bracket.
I know I saw something
I'm-
about.
Taking Cincy.
I know I saw something on Titans having like a 10% chance on winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that stuff doesn't.
Current bowl odds, I think it's Chiefs.
The
Yeah, it's
Bills
Chiefs
have,
for
like,
AFC, and then Packers is for
Packers.
NFC, and then
Boy.
Rams is right behind Packers on the highest, and then Tampa is third.
Well, I mean, rushing Tennessee is 5th in the NFL. So
Without
offense,
Derrick Henry.
yes. So offense, Cincinnati's 13th. On Tennessee's 17th. Defense, Cincinnati's 18th. Tennessee's 12th. Passing,
Yeah.
Cincinnati's number 7th. Tennessee's number 24. I think if Cincinnati can contain that running and force Tannehill to pass the ball, that game's over. And I think that's their game plan right now. But rushing 23rd in the league for Cincinnati and 5th for Tennessee.
I mean,
Tennessee's favored 3.5 points, by the way. Current odds.
That sounds about right. I think game planning right now for Cincinnati is like, if we can contain the run, this game is over. If we can make Ryan Tannehill pass the ball, this game's over. That's game plan right now.
Yeah.
If they can get Henderson back into the lineup, and I think he should be fine.
I think so too.
He's going to be causing problems. He can even go after Taylor Lewan. Lewan got his butt kicked by Chandler Jones.
He was a NOLA last season.
Yeah, Chandler Jones is better than Henderson, though.
Yeah.
Henderson has been ramping it up towards the end of the season.
Oh,
They
yeah.
they do have
he's
similar
played-
play styles as well.
He's played well all season.
Mhm.
He played really well for the Saints last season, but he wanted too
I
much
watched
money.
too much film.
He wanted too much money last season. So the Saints had to let him go, sadly.
Yeah.
We're poor when it
Um,
comes to money in the NFL.
Yeah, we know.
All right.
Also, who knows how good Henry will be.
I was about
Yeah,
to say.
exactly.
I don't know. The way Cam Akers looking, it looks like
Henry, or will he be
Queen Henry.
average? I think he'll be good.
will
I
it be
think he'll
King Henry
be-
or average running back?
Like,
That
he'll
is
be-
the question.
I think he'll be playing at 80%, and
Not
his
garbage.
80%. I mean, his
Average.
80% is like Cam Akers. I'm being harsh.
That's a weird one.
That's weird because he doesn't
That's-
catch passes like
That's
that.
the only name that came to
Yeah,
my mind
that's
who
a
we just
Derrick
talked about.
Henry
That's the
don't
only
catch.
reason. I'm so sorry that I couldn't think of a different running back. Maybe a Zeke when he was good. Lol.
2016 Zeke.
No.
Irrelevant. Doesn't really matter. No. But all right, who's our pick? Because we got to make picks right now.
I said tie-in.
Cincy.
Tennessee.
I'm going the Bengals all the
Bengals?
way.
Okay.
Not all the way, but this game. Yes. Next game. This is Eli's game, so I'll let him start. The Packers versus the 49ers. Packers are at home. Anyone know the weather for Sunday or Saturday? Let me look.
It's
Snowing. It's going to be 22 degrees.
So it's going to be 1 degree.
Did you say snowing?
Yeah.
Yeah, snowing Saturday.
Ooh.
They got the 8 o'clock game, so their game starts at 8:30. It's going to be 13 degrees. No, it's going to be
Yeah,
moving
That
into
might be-
it's going to be about 10 degrees throughout that game.
that might be good for the Niners.
Yeah, they have a really good. So I'll start with about this game. I think that they don't need Jimmy G to have the ball in their hands to win this game. I think the Packers defense is going to be the problem this game, and I think that right now San Francisco are smoking hot. They're coming off a big win in Dallas. They're playing
Beat
good
the Rams
football.
to get into the playoffs.
Yep, they beat the Rams in that final week in Week 18. So I mean, you beat the Rams, you beat Dallas. Now you're going into Green Bay to now beat the Packers. Like I got San Francisco all the way.
I want y'all to just have this in your mind. Packers are favored -6 points.
That sounds
Basically a
about right.
touchdown.
Yeah.
That has gone up from 5.5.
Oh, it's
Here's
going
the
up.
thing. Here's the thing. Rodgers against the Niners has not been the best. And we've seen this. Mainly.
Well, wait.
Hold on. Let him talk. I know you're gonna cut him off. I knew it.
I know they won in the regular season, but it was a close game.
No, I wasn't going to mention regular season. I was going to agree with what you said, but I was going to have a counter argument with it. But go ahead.
I'm ready. I like arguing with Eli.
I like the Rams, or not the Rams game, sorry. The previous game, the Titans game, it's going to come down to the defenses, mainly Green Bay's defense, because if they can't stop that run,
Yep.
I think it's over. Because the Niners and Kyle Shanahan have some of the like most complex and like crazy run plays and just schemes for like any team. Garoppolo, I don't think he'll do that much. I think Rodgers will do great. Adams will do great. It's going to be close, but I'm going to pick the Packers.
For reference, Packers rush defense, they have allowed 109 rushing yards a game all season and 115 in the last 3.
That's not
Yeah.
good.
So
Yeah.
I think
They're only ranked 12th when it
going
comes
off
to rush
what
yards allowed.
going off what Matt just said, I think that this Packers team, yet being good, yes, they are a good team. They're 13-4. They played good regular season football. But I think they're gonna if it comes into a shootout and I need a defense, I'm gonna pick the 49ers. I just am. I think they're rushing, like, it's nuts to me that they're rushing 4 and they're gonna kill this Packers offensive line. They're gonna kill them.
I like David Bakhtiari coming back, so I kind of
Yeah.
have
I think
more
Rodgers is gonna
faith than I usually
Rodgers is
would.
gonna get sacked 3 times this game at least.
What's the Niners defensive rank? Do you have that?
Yeah, they're ranked 3rd in the NFL right now.
I'm gonna be
And when it
honest with
comes to
you.
rushing yards, they're ranked 6th with 102 in the last 3, including 75 yards a game in the last 3 and 102 for the season.
Let me read off what I read off for the last game. So the 49ers are 7th in offense. They're 3rd in defense. They're 12th in passing. They're 7th in rushing. The Green Bay Packers are 10th in offense. They're 9th in defense. They're 8th in passing, and they're 18th in rushing. If this comes into a slug out or rushing game, this game will be over at halftime.
Niners are also middle of the pack in third down conversion allowed,
Okay.
with 5 for the whole season and close to 7 for the last 3 games.
Hold on. I have one question for Elijah. You want to put some money up for this game? You want to bet on this game?
We can. Let's bet.
Let's bet. How much you want to bet?
What you want to bet since you brought it up?
Let's bet $20.
Okay.
All right, it's set live on here. So I've been asking him all week, but he hasn't responded. So I had to call him out on the podcast. I can make sure I can secure some money. Actually, let's bet 10. Want to bet 10?
No, let's bet 20. Let's bet 20.
So,
All right, we get
Elijah, what were you gonna say for your counter argument? I guess.
Well,
Sorry.
you was saying that Rodgers, played bad against the 49ers, which is true. But that's when he's home in San Francisco. But
That's true.
other than that, when he's home, he plays pretty good and does good against the 49ers. And another thing I was going to say is, I'm going to be honest with you, this is just me. I know he's going to probably argue it if I say it, but I'm going to say it anyways. I got the Packers winning, but whatever Davion's saying to me, it's just biased. I'm just be honest with you.
No, it's not. I just read out stats. I just read out stats to you. Unlike me and you.
You just.
No,
I
it's
feel
my
like
turn
you
to talk.
No,
it's my turn to talk.
No,
it's my turn
I'm
to
not
talk.
finished.
No, you are finished, but you just called me out on some
finished.
absolute false crap. Listen, the difference between me and you when we argue, you say dumb things that are irrelevant. I speak facts. I just read out facts and stats to you. That's what I just did to you, and I just proved my point.
You read out stats,
but this game will come down to chance, regardless of the stats, regardless of what we're talking about. This game will come down to the final play.
Yeah, we'll see.
And if I'm coming to your house.
I still feel like you're biased, but it's cool.
I don't care.
Hey, I'll admit I don't like the Packers at all, but I just know they're a better team. Like, there's no denying it. Like, it would be great to see an upset with the Niners, but I just don't see it.
They're
a better team than the Dallas.
Yes.
Oh, duh. They beat them. I mean, it's again. I'm betting the Packers, but again, if depending how Rodgers plays in their defense, man,
It just comes
I
to
could
the
be wrong.
defense. I'm not worried about Rodgers playing
I'm
because
going. This is all on Rodgers now in the playoffs.
Mhm.
because I feel like besides what was that, like 2 years ago? No, not even 2 years ago. What season was it when I think we played the 49ers when we played the 49ers and they blew us out in the playoffs?
Yeah,
was
that
that,
was
3 years ago?
2019.
Their Super Bowl season, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, besides that game. But I feel like Rodgers can do it. And I feel like he's destined to win so bad. So I feel like he'll come over top. But
I want you to say right now. I want you to say right now that if Rodgers has a bad game, you will come on this podcast next week and admit to yourself and admit to all the fans that listen that he had a bad game. I want you to take credit. No. I want you to take.
No, wait,
I
wait,
want
wait,
you
wait.
to.
Let's
No,
get
no.
this-
Let me finish.
Whoa,
I want you to come on
wait,
here
wait,
and
wait,
take
wait.
credit and say that Rodgers had a bad game and it's Rodgers' fault.
And let
Because
me say the same thing for
year
you.
after
And
year-
if Rodgers, wait,
because-
shut up.
Hold on,
If
let me
Rodgers has a
finish.
good game,
Because
you should say it too.
season after
you
season
should
after
say it too.
season, I
So
will.
you should say
I
it too.
will.
All right then. And then
All
shut
right.
up. Don't say
All
nothing
right,
else.
yeah, I'm so excited.
All right.
I'm so excited. Where you
Be
gonna be on
quiet.
Sunday?
Fellas,
Where you gonna be on Saturday for the
So
game?
be quiet then.
I'm
Relax.
pulling up. I'm so sick of the Packers, man.
Yeah, he's so
ready for
sick of the
lose.
Packers because his team not there.
Yep,
It's
you're right.
it's the fact that the Saints talking about everybody else's team.
You'll be joining me
at
okay,
home.
I got another question.
team
I
is
got another
at
question.
home.
All right, I got a question. If and when the Packers lose, does this hamper Aaron Rodgers' legacy?
He's done in Green Bay.
Yeah, he's done.
No, that's not what I'm asking. Of being better than Brady, does it put a damp on that?
Oh yeah.
It does.
It
All right.
does.
All right,
Put a big
that's it.
damp.
That's all I want to say. That's all I wanted to hear. I'm sick of it. I'm sick. I'm so ready for for Sunday.
No, you just say
Who do you got, Oronde?
For Packers game,
Yeah.
What about me?
I got Packers.
You already went.
You got who?
I got Packers.
I got the 49ers.
I got the Packers.
I got Packers.
I'm the only person on here that said, okay, I'm excited.
Hey,
So
I
excited.
and
want to pick.
I'm
look,
excited. Listen. And I'm excited if we win. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I hope
Yeah.
the defense
I
steps
wanna
up.
pick-
Well, I
No,
hope
Rodgers
so.
throws 2 picks.
Yeah.
Davion, I want to pick the Niners, but
It's
I got to go off my bracket. I apologize.
No. It's fine. No. It's fine. Next game, the Rams and the Buccaneers. This is gonna be another hot take. So, like I just read out for the last 2 games. Buccaneers are second in offense. They're 13th in defense. They're first in passing. They're 26th in running. The Rams are 9th in offense, 17th in defense, which I think is a little low. 5th in passing, and 25th in rushing. I think this game will be a shootout, 100%. I think it will. I do think that the Rams will win this game. I don't know. I got nothing because they've already played
Leonard
before.
Fournette is at practice this week.
Oh, really?
That's big. That's huge.
That is huge.
Playoff money.
He just adds something
And
for
Brady didn't even use Giovanni Bernard last game either.
I mean, because he's throwing the ball 100 times a game. That's why. How many times he threw the ball this past week? Let me look.
I think it was 36.
Imagine a 40-year-old throwing the ball 46 times a game.
37.
30.
He was one off.
I was one off. Yeah,
He's not 40 yet? I apologize.
he's 44.
Wait,
what are
what?
you talking about?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought he-
scored.
I thought he just said, no,
No,
he's
he threw
37.
37
We're talking about
passes.
Oh,
passing
oh.
attempts.
I'm about to say, dang, my bad then.
He's 44, dog.
How old is he?
45.
45.
44.
Bro, we're getting dotted up every season about a 44-year-old man? What?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Well, actually, not dotted up every season. We've beaten him twice and 4 times now in the past 2 seasons in the regular season. Just saying.
Playoffs.
But You know, you say playoffs, but your team hasn't won a Super Bowl or been to the Super Bowl since
And
my
your
team has.
too.
Since
Fine,
my team has.
I'll say
Since
it.
my team
I'll
has.
say it for
Since
him.
my
I'll
team
say it
has.
for him. Playoffs.
What do you mean?
I said I'll say it for him. Playoffs.
His and my team has accomplished the same thing in the past 20 years. What are you talking about?
Playoffs.
One.
Playoffs.
Okay.
Like
I'm a
that-
Patriots
finish-
fan.
finish what you gotta say,
but that
bro.
argument's irrelevant. That argument's irrelevant.
Your
How is
argument
it
is irrelevant when you
irrelevant?
always talking about
You're
other
talking about
teams,
regular
but your team is not
season.
there.
What
Don't
are
talk.
you trying to argue like
Be
Westbrook?
quiet.
I wasn't even talking. Listen, I wasn't even talking about your team. I was talking about Tampa Bay and the Saints. That's all I was talking about. And you wanted to
Yeah,
add
but
your
that
2
doesn't
cents.
matter now because
Well, I
It
can say
doesn't
whatever I
matter.
want.
You
Only-
bringing
we're
up the
talking-
I can
Saints,
say
not
whatever I
bringing up
want.
the
But it
Saints.
doesn't matter.
Hey.
Shut
What do you
up.
think?
Real quick. We're
Whatever,
only
Elijah.
talking
When
about
your
playoffs
team
right
lose
now.
this week, I promise you, you are gonna reap
Stop
what you
bringing
sow.
the Saints up.
Okay,
We're only talking
They
about
not in the
playoffs right now.
playoffs. They not a
Alright.
We're
playoff
only
team to
talking
talk
about
about.
You're
playoffs.
right. You are
Stop
so
talking
right.
about them.
And after next week, y'all won't be either.
Keep
And I
that
want
same
my
energy
I
when we
was-
win.
I want my
Keep that
$20.
same energy when we
I
win.
want my $20 in
Keep
all
that
pennies.
same
want-
energy
actually,
when
I
we
want-
win.
I want in on this bet.
Keep
I
that
want in.
same energy when we win.
What you want, Ronnie? You want 10 in too?
I want 10 in as well.
I'll take 10 off you too. All right. That's a bet. That's a bet.
Davion must not. Oronde,
Yes,
you don't
sir.
know. Davion know me. Whenever he bet or any of his team lose, he don't know I get toxic. I'm toxic 10 times. I make him block me. So he better just relax and be quiet.
Listen, I want you to know with my heart of
my
hearts
God.
that it's gonna get wicked. Like if y'all
Yeah,
lose,
it's gonna get wicked
or
when I
y'all
win.
lose,
So you
it's
better
gonna
be quiet.
bad.
I advise
Like,
you to
it's
be
not gonna
quiet
be a good
because you
time for you.
know,
I want
because
you
you
to know
know I spam.
But
You're gonna have to block me.
But yes, that's currently irrelevant, and we just talk about the game at hand. What's
Yeah,
y'all
like the Saints was irrelevant, and you brought them up.
yet again?
All
I'm
right,
trying to
back to
move
the
on.
game.
I'm trying to
My
move
God.
on. He brings me
Hey,
back.
that's
It's
enough.
over. It doesn't matter.
Enough.
Back to the
Enough.
game.
Don't bring me
Back
back.
to the games.
Don't bring me back.
Talking about the Bucks.
I know who we're talking about. I'm looking at it. The Rams and the Bucks.
Mm-mm-mm.
I got the Rams. I got the Rams. I think they are the more complete team out of the two. I think the Bucks, their time's over. Their defense is a little ghostly. They just beat up on a bummy Eagles team, so that's
I
kind
have
of
a question.
irrelevant. Go ahead.
Do I have to make my early prediction, or can I wait till injuries?
No, you can
Because-
make it now.
Uh,
No.
Gotta do it now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got to be on the video.
It's
So,
even
gotta-
Wednesday.
I want to wait to see if playoff Lenny's in it, but
Just go with your heart.
I'm going with my recency bias
Just go
of
with your
believing
heart.
in Matt Stafford, so I will take the Rams.
Matt.
Okay. So the Bucks are at home.
Mm-hmm.
If they get Lenny or not, who knows? Their defense is healthy. Tom Brady in the playoffs. Rams do look good though. I'm gonna pick the Bucks.
I just remember their interior line defense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Mm,
my pick now. I might agree. Well, not might. My heart's saying that the Bucks is going to win regardless because it's a Tom Brady in the playoffs. It's a different breed. I don't think Matthew Stafford is not ready for that yet. But a bias me want to say Rams just because I don't want Brady to play Packers if we do make it. So, but I'm going to go with the Bucks. No, I'm going to go with the Bucks.
Okay.
But a bias me want to say Rams though.
I will say the Bucks are a better defense healthy than the Rams.
Yeah.
So
let me go through the injury chart real quick while y'all debate stuff.
So
because I think they have Levante David back. They have Shaquille Barrett. They got Vita Vea. They got their secondary has always been kind of iffy, but if they have that front seven, I think they're fine.
The initial injury report is Barrett full participation, Bernard limited participation, Levante David limited, Mike Edwards full, Cyril did not participate, Jensen did not participate, Ronald Jones did not participate, Sean Murphy Bunting did not participate, Rashad Perriman did not participate, JPP did not participate, but that was not injury related. Not injury related, just personal. Josh Wells limited, and Tristan Wirfs did not participate.
Chris Godwin
For the
Chris Godwin's
Rams?
still out.
Yeah, he's done for the season.
Tore his ACL.
Yeah, he's done for the season.
Oh,
ACL. This is too quick. Rams. I don't even know who this is. I
Rams,
guess
I
their
don't
third
think they have a
stringer
lot of
did not
injuries.
participate. Brandon Powell, limited. Taylor Rapp did not participate. Concussion protocol. Torrey Reader limited. Ben Skronik limited. Why are you even on the injury report, dog? And Andrew Whitworth did not participate. So I know I threw out Ben because I was like he only returned punts for the Rams. He's a rookie.
So it sounds like most of their defensive guys are back.
Yes.
O-line will be interesting against that Rams front seven.
Yeah. Yep.
Same with the Bucks against the Rams.
And last game they gave the rookie safety some more playing time.
Hello?
Yep.
Yep.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
It's the funniest thing ever.
This is hilarious.
They gave the rookie playing time, the rookie safety.
Yeah.
Rookie safety playing time, and then because they didn't have to start Weddle.
I'm back.
That is right. They did pick him back up. He came out of retirement.
And didn't even have to play that many snaps because they're giving the rookie playing time against the Cardinals, which is hilarious to me.
That must mean something.
Okay. So I got the Bucks still. Yeah.
I really want to wait for the injury report, but I know I can't. I think I'm going to stick with my only out of pocket pick and go with the Rams.
Okay. Then Davion, you picked the Rams.
I said the Rams, my sir.
Then Elijah said the Bucks.
I think from now on I'll take my predictions more seriously. But
Bias me
I'm
wa-
going
really
to
wants
take
to
this
say
as my
Rams.
meme. I'm going to take my meme pick with this one.
Okay. What's the next game?
The
By the
Bills
way,
and the Chiefs.
wait, one more thing for Bucks. Bruce Arians fined $50K for hitting.
I saw that.
Yeah, whatever.
That's fine. He has 50K to give away.
Yeah.
The Chiefs and the
The final
Bills.
game.
Game of the week
Yeah.
Possible.
I agree.
will be the game of the week.
It will, but you
we
never
got we
know.
got two big
Upsets,
arm.
don't know.
We got two big gun
We got
arm
two of the
teams.
top 5 QBs in the league.
Yep.
For this, I just wanted y'all to know, Chiefs favored 2 points, and the over under is 54.5 points.
Jeez, it's gonna be a high
That's
scoring
it?
game.
54.5.
I'm going over.
Yeah. The hell?
54.5? Yeah, no, it'll be higher than that. There's no way. So I'm gonna read this out one more time for this last game. Bills are ranked 5th in offense, 1st in defense, 9th in passing, 6th in rushing. The Chiefs are ranked 3rd in offense, 27th in defense, 4th in passing, and 16th in rushing.
I'll go first.
Yep.
Here's my thing. The Chiefs are going against a top 5 offense, and they haven't gone against that in a while.
And
I
a
mean,
top
they just
5
played-
defense.
And a top 5
Number one.
defense. Number one. They just played the Steelers. Garbage offense. I don't care what anyone says. It is a trash offense.
Yeah.
You have Josh Allen, who just had probably one of the greatest games in his career. What are the injuries? Are there like any big injuries?
So for injuries, Bills only have one person on the list: Demario Addison, defensive end, shoulder limited. And for Chiefs, cornerback Rashad Brenton did not participate. Darrell Williams did not participate. Clyde Ayers-Lair full participation. Tyreek full participation, and how do you even say this? Sneed cornerback full participation.
Oh,
Willie Snead?
Willis Snead or something?
No,
Willis
no.
Snead?
No, that's the receiver.
L'Jarius
We're idiots.
Snead.
We're dumb.
Ladarius Snead.
Jarius. That is a
Darius, excuse me. Okay. Getting Clyde back is huge, though.
Yeah.
If he
Clyde-
plays.
Clyde, Hill, and Williams are all full participation for Jesus Christ. Shoulder, heel, and knees.
Full potential. Okay.
This is the thing. I think it's just going to be a pass-heavy game anyways.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
So, like,
Bills don't run no way. Josh Allen, all he do is throw.
Josh Allen's going to go
I
off.
expect Josh Allen to
Unless he
have
scramble out the pocket,
60 odd rushing yards for this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say over. I'd say over.
Because their contain QB contain is dog water.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And-
Agreed.
I think the Bills want it more than the Chiefs right now. That's my opinion.
I know
That's
who
true.
definitely wants it more than anybody else in that field, and it's Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
And
That's
I
a
can
fact.
say
It's a bad
even
match.
as a rival team, he definitely deserves it.
Yes.
Shout out for Mitch Trubisky for going deep into the playoffs.
Uh,
God damn it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
I will go. Sorry. I will pick the Bills. By
is
7.
there any reason why? Any reason why?
You just said what?
That's
Oh,
why.
okay.
I think they're just a more complete team. I think they're the better team. I think Josh Allen's had a better season than Mahomes this year. Their defense is 10 times better than the Chiefs. Yes, the Chiefs have improved, but it's like it's still flip-flop, you know? And
Mhm.
Mahomes has not been, don't get me wrong, he had a good game minus a pick, but like he hasn't been like incredible as he used to be. Not saying he isn't,
Agreed.
but I just think the Bills are a better team right now. So that's all I'm going with them.
Agree. I got the Bills as well. Everything pretty much what Matt said. They the better team than the Chiefs, and I feel like Bills defense will pick up, hopefully, and stop the Chiefs. So I got. It'll be a close game.
Even though
I'll say my score will probably say
They beat it by 18 last time.
34. I would say like 34, 30.
30? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So I got the Chiefs. I stand with my statement earlier. I still don't trust the Bills.
I'm generally very surprised by that pick. I'm also gonna say the Bills. Like I just read out, they have the number one defense, and they showed that they have the number one defense in the league. Their offense had just played impeccable against who they play? I'm sorry,
New England.
Patriots.
New England.
A good defense. With 27th defense in the league, that really shows they are the 27th defense in the league. They're gonna get blown out. I'm not saying they're gonna get blown out, but I think it will be farther than what people think. I'm thinking 33 to 22 in that order, something like that. But I do think the Bills will win this game, just because they're very hungry for a playoff win and for a Super Bowl berth. I think the Chiefs have been there and they know what they're doing. But at the same time, I think this could go either way. This isn't going to be easy for either team. But yeah, that's all I got.
NFL put Chiefs as 53% win probability.
I know, I see. So, anything else y'all have for these playoffs?
Hopefully
think
these
so.
games be good.
The games will be fine.
I think they'll be a lot
I don't want
better
to see
than
no
last
blowout
week.
game. I don't want to see no blowout game.
The only game
if I do,
I
if I
see
do,
with
but-
potential blowouts
It's
either going to be
Packers.
Packers, Niners, or
Yeah.
Rams, Bucks.
I think the Niners are going to blow the Packers out at home.
The other two teams are very even in
Bias,
ability to
not
hang with
bias.
each other.
Shut
but
up.
I'm not
Whatever.
biased. I'm not going to say which team could be blown out.
No, I wasn't talking to you. You didn't
Okay, I
hear,
was
hear
about
what
to say.
that other guy said in the back.
Oh, I
Whatever,
clearly
shut
missed
up.
it.
I'll be quiet.
You didn't hear what that other guy said.
This is
So.
hilarious.
We
to
got a
me.
blowout coming to Green Bay. Let's just say that. A blowout.
What's the
Mm.
remind me the temps for the
Not
game?
about-
I know it's going to be sub
It's going to be 10 at kickoff. It's going to be about 12 degrees.
wind
But
chill.
it's gonna feel like Let me see. It's probably gonna feel like. Well, the wind's not gonna be drastic. It's gonna be about 9 degrees. I mean 9 degrees. 9 miles an
Is
hour.
this for the
I don't know
Packers
if
game or the
y'all
Chiefs
y'all
game?
have had friends that have gone to Lambeau. That it swirls so much
Well,
because of how
earlier
Lambeau's built.
earlier in the day it's like 15 miles an hour, but throughout the night it's gonna calm down a little bit. But I don't know, man.
All right.
They are supposed to get snow, so we shall see.
Snow game, snow game, snow game.
No, I don't. It's like snow's gonna be like more in the morning. But irrelevant. I think it's gonna be a very interesting week. I think there's gonna be a lot of broken hearts and money lost this weekend.
Bias.
I didn't even say what side I was talking about or what game I was talking about.
I didn't say
Y'all
nothing.
just want
Just
to
be quiet,
argue.
man. Just be him. It's all him. Anyway, but yeah, I think it's gonna be a good weekend. I'm excited. Hopefully I get to watch some games because I'll be out a little bit on this weekend. So I hope I can just find some time to watch some games. But anywho,
Do you want to hear this Brian Flores information?
oh yes.
Oh yeah, go ahead with that real quick.
So with this report on Brian Flores,
This is not. This is. Hold on, wait before you say that. This is not information from the post game.
Oh no! This is from an outside source.
This is from an outside source.
Okay. So Brian initially from the draft, he did not want Tua. GM
Yeah, I
owner
heard
wanted
about
Tua.
Oh,
He wanted Herbert.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
From the offset, Brian Flores wanted Herbert.
No.
So
Well,
on top of
it
him
makes
not
sense.
getting the QB that he wanted, he also couldn't hire the offensive coordinator he wanted. He had 3 coordinators each season. Well, I wouldn't say 3 apiece, but you get my point. So on top of that, he had no faith in Tua. He didn't want to develop Tua, and he was at odds with the GM his entire tenure. And then with him not getting his offensive coordinators, he was getting further frustrated again with Tua because he wasn't doing what he wanted him to do. He was too focused on the defense. He couldn't bring the offense to do anything. And he honestly outperformed his situation because on paper, the Dolphins were not good his entire tenure. And some reports are saying he wanted to leave after Tua was drafted.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
It's funny that he still stayed for two seasons or 2 or 3 seasons after even not getting what you want. I think right now we see who would have been the better quarterback, Justin Herbert. But I don't know. That'll be interesting to see where Brian Flores goes next.
But where is it? The fact that he pulled out winning seasons is good on him. He's going to get hired elsewhere.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But he didn't get the QB that he wanted. He didn't want to work with the QB that he had. And he as soon as he could not ride with the owner and GM, that was just it. On top of bringing in Fitzpatrick, he misdeveloped on Josh Rosen, wasn't working with trying to keep Tua out of the game.
Yeah. I think he's arguably one of the better coaches available right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he is.
So, I don't know. I'm very excited to see what happens with that whole situation. Maybe Tepper fires your guy and gets Brian Flores in here.
I wish.
Yeah. It's not very that's not out there. There's dumber things that's happened in the NFL, but yeah, man, I think that's it for the day, right? That's all. That's all I got to talk about.
Pretty interesting podcast.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm just gonna get upset again.
I'm done.
Whatever. Well, thanks for listening. If you made it this far, check us out on Instagram at the Postgame Inc. That is at the Postgame Inc. I have been your host, Davion.
I've been Eli.
I'm Matt.
I'm Oronde.
And this has been the post game.